Welcome to Fret Not. My name's Rob.
My name's Colton, and welcome back to the High Gain series, where we have for you today a Grzenia Morningstar.
So you probably haven't seen this guitar unless you were really watching NAMM, because this is a prototype, and we, as in our constant endeavor to find you guys stuff that you probably didn't see or don't know a whole lot about, even if you've seen it, we were able to convince the company that had this to let us buy the prototype.
Nice.
Isn't that amazing? Mm-hmm. They had one guitar. So when they left NAMM, we got a chance to purchase this. We didn't go to NAMM this year, but long story short, we were able to kind of finagle this to get this, and man, we really appreciate the guys over there. This thing is amazing. So it has so many features on it that I got to do a cheat sheet on it. I can't get around it. So you played it. Mm-hmm. Why don't you tell them what you think about it, and I'll find the cheat sheet on this.
Okay. So overall, the first thing I want to point out is I don't know if you've seen it right away, but I want to talk about the back of this neck. Okay. I don't know if a lot of people have seen a neck like this.
I knew you was going to do that. That's cool, isn't it? Yeah.
It is kind of like, I don't want to say polished, but it's like it's almost like it's been sanded. And I don't think it's been sanded, but it's very smooth. It has a completely different feel. Once you get to this gloss, this nice gloss clear coat on the back.
I think they've got some form of a satin on that.
Yes.
That gives it that slick.
Yes. And it just, I don't know how to explain it, but I one of my guitars is like this, and I love it. I absolutely love it, because when the back of your neck feels like this clear coat here, it's not bad. You know, almost all guitars are like that. You know, or it's
but it can be kind of draggy if you're doing speed.
It can create a drag, or like you'll get like friction, stickiness on your thumb, and for some people that it doesn't even matter. For some people, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But with this, it's like it just does not do that. And it's amazing. And just any other guitar that I get going forward, it's going to be real hard for me to buy it if it does not have a neck like this.
Right.
My last guitar I bought has a neck like this, and that was just one of the selling points for me.
So this guitar is known as a Morningstar. It has an inline six headstock. The body is ash. The neck is maple. The top wood is flame maple, and it's 0.5 inch. It has a flamed maple headstock over it. It's a red burst in the color. It's a richlite fretboard. The scale length is 25.5. It's got a 16-inch radius. It is a set neck. The neck profile is a Grzenia D, but it's very thin. And it's got a satin finish on it. The body finish is gloss. It's got a Graphtec nut, 22 stainless steel frets. It's got binding on the neck, on the fretboard, and side dots are lumen lay. It has 2 volumes, 1 tone, 3-way switch, the black metal dome knobs. Mm-hmm. The pickups in this are Fishman Fluence Modern black. Mm-hmm. And they're direct mount. The bridge is a Hipshot Ibby. And the tuners are High Proof, which I believe is their own brand, locking tuners on it. So it's got contours for the forearm and the belly cut and everything. And we own a lot of stupid expensive guitars, and it feels as good as any of those, sounds as good as any of those, and plays as good as any of those.
Yep.
So this is a prototype. So what we're going to do is we're going to shut up, let you hear it in the mix. We're going to come out of the mix. We're going to talk price point, kind of when are these going to be available, how you get in touch with the people that make them. And maybe if you're in the market, maybe this is something that might be in your future.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. You got to hear it in the mix. You've been playing that quite a bit. I did the live on this one, but what do you think about that guitar, man?
I think it's a really nice guitar. I mean, this is the first time I've heard of this company. But I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just sometimes, not to quote the actual diamond brand, but sometimes you can find, high-end diamonds in the rough like this.
Right.
And
well,
yeah,
I've
awesome.
been really stoked with this. I kind of bought this on a whim, simply because it's a prototype. And I'm just really, really glad we got this. Make sure you go to their website. Make sure you go check these people out. They've got a lot of different body styles. This particular body style won't be on the website yet, but I believe he told me, and don't quote me, sometime around April or something, they're going to have this guitar out. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of different colors. Don't know 100% if this is going to be the final setup or not, because this is a prototype, and you never know on that stuff. But the way we got that with that flame maple cap, those Fishmans, the hip shot bridge, the hip shot tuners, stainless steel frets, that richlite fretboard. I mean, those are just fantastic ways to put a guitar together. If you have those things on a guitar, it really doesn't matter what the guitar is.
Yeah.
Those options really change it. All in all, really excited for this guitar. This guitar is going to be around the Ibanez Prestige, maybe a ESP E2 area in price. This guitar is going to be somewhere around $2,000. Don't quote me on it because it's a prototype, but that's kind of what they're going to sell for. But I've played a lot of high-end Prestiges, and I've played quite a few of the ESPN E2s, and I'm only using those two brands because they're so well known. It's nothing against them. But that's as good, if not better, and probably better than those guitars. And I feel personally, I love Ibanez, but I feel like you probably got to get up around $3,000 or a little more before you get that quality from Ibanez.
These kind of appointments, maybe,
I feel like you do. I feel like there's always one or two things on the whole build process that they kind of, save a little money on. You know what I mean? Now the E2s, those are Japanese built. Those are Japanese luthiers. It's still a factory. But there is a huge difference on the quality on those. But most of the time, those are about $2,500 and up. Usually kind of their low end's about $2,500.
Yeah.
So to get all those appointments, man, to get that guitar, to get that playability, dude, I'm just super stoked. I think that guitar plays and sounds probably as good as any of the guitars we own.
Yeah.
No matter the price.
Yeah.
So if you're in that high-end market and it's stressing you to spend what it costs to get some of this stuff, which it stresses everybody. We're no different. Maybe this is a really good option to look at because I would never want to lose all of my guitars, but if all my guitars went away mysteriously and I was left with that, as much as I would hate to lose my guitars, I'd still be okay. Because that plays just like it. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's a really good guitar. So make sure you go check out their website, man. Hit them up, give them a call, talk to them. Maybe they'll have something in the next little bit on when this is actually going to be available. But for right now, Fret Not has got the only one.
For right now. Yeah.
And I think that's amazing. And we try to do stuff like that. That's a personal thing for us. We want to get it for you guys to see, but it's a personal thing for us to kind of get in and figure out stuff that other people hadn't or get stuff other people don't have. So, all right, guys, listen, we really appreciate you. Make sure you go out and get on our memberships, hit our super thanks button. Make sure you go check out Grzenia Guitars. Their links are all over this video. Hit them up, check out what they got. From the people I know that own their guitars that don't have this model, everybody out there, when I talk to them about this company because I'd never played them, they're like, just buy it. Just buy it. All of them are good. All of them are good. So I have a feeling with them telling me that and seeing the quality of that it really don't matter what you buy from that company.
Yep.
All right, guys, we really appreciate you. We are humbled. We're only 1 or 2 videos away from being at 400 videos in 8 months.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's taking a toll on me. All right, guys, we really appreciate you. Thanks so much. And until next time,
stay tuned.